Okay, and this is what I was calling Blueberry Hill because I had blueberries on here, but I took the blueberries out because they weren't doing very well. You see I'm letting some of it go a little bit wild, getting some dandelions going there, a ton of violets, and we do harvest the dandelions for medicinal things actually. I've put in a bunch of dahlias here too. Have not seen anything from them. One there, and there's one all the way over there. The main things here, these tulips have been here since we got here, so I'm assuming this was a bed at some point. But these are, I bought several bare root plants at a local seed store actually. So this is a service berry, and got that in. That's looking pretty happy. Or a June berry, and this is another Melanchier, I believe is also their Latin name. And so that's kind of, those are going to bush out, probably take up most of this hill. And then in the very top, I got black lace elderberry, which I'm very excited about. And it looks like it's about to maybe start blooming. It's got some little buds happening there, but it looks pretty happy. So I think I've got the right plant for the spot here finally. And along the fence here, I did put in, along with some other things like I mentioned, the bare root. This is a yellow raspberry. It has not woken up. This was one of my later purchases because they were advertising they still had some things after the fact, so I went back and got some. So that may just be a stick. And this is blackberry I put in, and Arapaho. And so we're going to give that some time and space. It's looking pretty happy. And then talking about a first terrace, this is some bee balm that is coming back in that actually spread from down there. I pulled out because it was a little woolly. It gets pretty crazy pretty fast. And some oregano I cut way down, and it's coming back nicely. We have lots of other things, some wild geraniums, this kind of jasmine that pops up everywhere. See lots of little violets, which we know are edible. I haven't really tried those yet. Some echinacea there, which those are coming up from last year. One of the blueberries I got at the bare root sale. Actually, I have two more I forgot to show you by the greenhouse. And then I have a ton of onions. That's mostly what survived. Onions and garlic survived the freeze, and the kales. This is one of the lone Brussels sprouts that lived. And it's looking pretty much like that. Which, you know, I knew I was putting these out a little early, but it was like 70 degrees all through February. It didn't seem like it was going anywhere, and then we just had this one crazy little polar vortex dip. And you see I put these little collars around the plants to try and keep the slugs off, but I don't even know if it's doing any good. Yeah. Sad little Brussels. It is going to be a Brussels sprout. But lots of onions, they seem to be doing okay. There's volunteer nasturtiums. There's been nasturtiums all over the place, but this is what happens all of the time. This is my very active and healthy squirrel population ruining any chance of me direct seeding anything. And this is a red leaf blueberry. I'm gonna let these little tags on there from last year, since I'm getting different varieties. I'm trying to remember what's what. And it is just starting. Oh, if we go into focus, please, that would be great. And I guess it doesn't want to. Okay, anyways. Blueberry starting to leaf out. I put in some extra garden sulfur when I planted it, and hopefully that'll keep it happy. Mustard, which had been surprisingly very happy and healthy through everything else we've had. Like, they were thriving, and then they just kind of kicked it during the freeze that we had. There's a little bit of parsley, and here's a just garden sage. Planted up here is trying to get a couple perennial herbs. And I do let mullein wherever it pops up. I let it go. We do use that as well. Another sweet Valentine lettuce, looking happy. This time I put in last year. This spreading out, getting comfortable. Squirrels that want to dig up everything. Some little chives I put in there. In the corner, again, more lettuces. And this is a Merlot lettuce. That was a free one from Bigger Creek Seeds. And actually, let me break this up.